Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and we're here for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. And today we're just going to talk a little bit about gratitude because it is the time of year when we celebrate Thanksgiving. And indeed, I will be jumping into the car and driving out of here and hoping there's no traffic for 5 hours of fun on the Jersey Turnpike. To get to be with my family for Thanksgiving. So one of the things that all of us listening to this are so grateful for are our pets in our lives. And one thing that you can do to enrich that relationship is to spend time offering gratitude for the many gifts they give us, not just for the fact that we have a pet in our life, but what are the specific things that pet gives us to really honor him or her as an individual. And one of the things Linda Tellington likes to do is a heart hug, which I will show you in a second. And as you're doing that heart hug, to think about really prayers of gratitude for things about your pet, things you appreciate about your pet. So to do a heart hug, you're imagining that face of a clock on your chest with the 6 down where my little Corgi is and the 12 at the top, and the 9 is over to one side. So you're going to make a circle all the way around the clock, starting at the 6 and come back to the 9. So you're just going to cross your hands on your heart, breathe in, make that circle and a quarter going whichever direction feels good for you. You might try it both ways. No, I'm going this way today. And then as you do that, do it slowly and close your eyes and just think about the things that makes your pet so wonderful, whatever that may be, their smile, their way of being, cute things that they do, things that they bring to you emotionally, things they bring to other animals in the house, their appreciation of whatever it is that they love. So really bring that sense of gratitude to your pet for something specifically about your pet. Patricia loves her 3 Shih Tzus. Oh my gosh, they do love their people, those Shih Tzus. I've known so many of them. So there's many things to appreciate about your pets, right, Tristan? You are so cute. I can't stand how cute you are. It's so cute. And he's not always looking cute on this because you're only getting one view of him. In this direction, he might be cuter or not. So I'm sorry. So I really like, she's appreciative of their loyalty. And certainly when you have a pack of dogs like you do, Patricia, with 3 of them, you can really see how they work together to help you. I mean, dogs really are angels. They just want to give us what it is that they think and that we think we need. And they are so good at it. There's not a person I know who can't tell me about any pet they have, a cat, a dog, a horse, or a rabbit, comforting them when they feel sick or when they're emotionally distraught. And, one of the things to think about with gratitude today in particular is the people in California with the fires who have gotten out with their lives and with their pets, and that's about all. It is such a devastating situation out there. I mean, all of us are touched by this. And so it's important, I think, to do a heart hug and just send appreciation and love and compassion to the animals and people affected by those fires. I posted a few things on my other Facebook page, just the Sally Morgan one, that people had posted with pictures of firemen rescuing deer and other animals, and it got shared a lot. So I know I'm not the only one really concerned about this situation. And with the impending cold coming across the Northeast for the holiday, we have to be really concerned about the wildlife and the other animals that are outside for that cold weather. So let's spend today and tomorrow appreciating the things in our lives, with our families and our shelter and other things that we appreciate. But let's certainly not forget to be thankful for our pets and the many, many gifts each pet brings us. Thank you for your new little girl, Bailey. She's a breath of fresh air. And the boys and she are so grateful. Yeah, a puppy or a kitten is really something that brings you new energy. I remember when I got Tristan, I was in such a deep place with Comet getting old with DM, having just gotten out of cancer treatment, doing a lot of spiritual practice, becoming a yoga teacher. And I, as much as we all love that puppy energy, I needed a puppy that was a little more quiet than some. and that could really be with me and bring me out of my quiet into a place of that happiness we all feel when we're playing tug with a little puppy and running around the yard after him trying to get them to come back. And Tristan perfectly matched that, didn't you, honey? You've been a wonderful dog in every way from the minute I found you. So there are many things that we are grateful for with the animals in our lives, and we learn so much from them. There are so many lessons. I think if we all took a notebook and spent a year writing every day one thing about our pets that we're grateful for or something that they've taught us, it would be no problem to fill that book in 365 ways that we love a pet that's in our lives. So it's really important that we remember them. And in part of doing that, I don't know if I'll be able to do this tomorrow or not. Certainly my sister will do one on this topic, but don't feed your pets what you're eating for Thanksgiving because we want to keep them safe. And a lot of the stuff that we eat, Beanie just looks at me. Yes, that's right. Time for heart hugs, and they come. And you can do the heart hug on your pet too. And if you're not holding your pet from falling off the chair like I am, you can do a heart hug on yourself and your pet at the same time, which is a wonderful experience of closeness. I love to do it next to a horse with my arm over their withers and then one on their chest while I'm right next to them. And if you get really close to your horse, you can hear his heartbeat when you do that. And it really is a deep connection that you'll feel in that moment. And certainly with our little kitties, you can do it with them when they're sleeping on your chest and purring, and with a dog this size. But with really any animal, you can do that heart hug, and it just makes both of you happy. You come into a quiet place. So back to the topic of food. Don't feed your dogs hardly any, if any, turkey that you're eating. There are so many chemicals and flavorings and stuff in nearly all of them, unless you picked it up fresh from an organic farm. That are not good for your pets. So be very, very sparing. I mean, of course you want to give them something, but that stuff is not good for them. And certainly remember all the butter and things in the mashed potatoes and the grease that might be in the stuffing and things that will give your dog a good case of pancreatitis. And nobody wants that. I know for many years my sister worked, because it was so profitable, in an emergency surgery clinic, usually over Thanksgiving weekend and Thanksgiving, and she was just doing one surgery after the next with dogs who had eaten bones or something somebody had left laying around that was not typical in the house, or just very sick from eating a whole bunch of fatty foods. So make sure you don't vary your dog's diet too much. If you give them the vegetables, which would be awesome, green beans, squash, things like that, give them some that doesn't have butter on it. And one of the things, I know my sister's done this and I've done this, just take a little pan of boiling water and just throw whatever you're cooking in there for your pets. Some of the potatoes, some of the green beans, some of the squash, whatever you're making that's clean and not full of butter yet, and just cook them something special like that. They will really appreciate it, and it's a lot safer. And it's a lot better than sitting in a crummy emergency room tomorrow night or Friday with your pet having pancreatitis. So do be cautious about what you're feeding them. And I can talk more about that tomorrow if we are able to do this tomorrow. There's going to be a lot going on with so many people in the house. So Tristan and I want to wish everyone a happy and safe Thanksgiving, safe travels, safe times with your pets. And of course, we are all grateful to everyone who's watching this and all of the pets that I have known and that I ever will know and that all of you know. And Sue Binger, I am grateful for you and Dory. Look at that cute picture of Dory on your thing. She has the cutest black and white cardigan Corgi. So we will be thinking of you, Sue, when we drive past exit 7 on the turnpike today. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and share it with your pets with healthy food and gratitude for the many, many blessings they give us. Thanks for joining us today. Biscuit, you were supposed to cue up the music. I have to tell you something funny. Some guy on a different group, his only comment was, "Are you a flute teacher?" I had to crack up. I wish I were a good enough flute player to be a flute teacher. I'm just lucky that I can play enough to make this music, because otherwise I'd have to buy music that's not copyrighted, and that's hard. So if I take a traditional tune that could be copyrighted and play it really badly, Nobody's going to accuse me of stealing their music. And yes, I could teach a 4th or 5th or 6th grader flute music, but if you're a very good player, I am not going to be your best teacher choice. Thanks for joining us. Everyone, have a grateful Thanksgiving. We'll see you soon.